Tonight on The Bachelor, it is hometown dates. Where did those come from? But before we get there, we've got a lot to break down, and we've got to start with the elephant in the room, kind of the drama that is surrounding Bachelor Nation right now.
Yes, it was announced that Chris Harrison is stepping aside from future episodes after the final rose, Women Tell All, because of some controversial comments that he made during an interview with Rachel Lindsay about contestant Rachel. If you want to learn more about it, there's tons of podcasts. Rachel Lindsay has talked about it. Google it. There's great stuff to kind of inform you on the situation. But we're going to stick to what we know, and that's breaking down the drama in the episodes.
So in last week's episode, we went from having 10 women to 4 women. So Matt was at the chopping block, and he got rid of a lot of favorites.
Let's just take you through the flow chart of what went down here before we get to the good stuff. So we picked things up with Heather, who may be on the show, maybe not. No, she's gone. Just that quick. She's donezo because Matt realizes that, by the way, hometowns are in a week, and I don't think I can get engaged to this person that I just physically met 1 hour ago. So she's gone. Then we go to the rose ceremony. Chelsea and Serena C, that's flight attendant Serena, both get axed. They're gone. Now we're down to 8. Heather didn't count.
Matt has a lot of really difficult decisions to make.
Now we go to the first one-on-one date. It's with Serena P, who's having her second one-on-one of the season. Here is what's going on with this. Matt's into her. Serena may not be into Matt, definitely not into tantric yoga, but she does get a rose. So she is one of the final 4, the hometown dates.
So back at the house, we've got a little bit of unraveling going, but this time rightly so. Abigail is the only woman left who has not been given a one-on-one. Meanwhile, Serena is on her second one-on-one. Abigail is the sweetest human, I think, known to man from the short while I've known her via the TV screen. And she got the first impression rose, so she thought she had a really strong connection with Matt.
We get to the group date, and Abigail kind of lays it out there with Matt, says, listen, I don't understand, and if you're not feeling it, you need to let me know because I need to go. And his excuse was the lamest excuse I've ever heard.
I was so comfortable in our relationship that I explored other relationships. And being honest with you and following my heart's pulling me in another direction.
I was furious. I was like, that would have broken my heart. And Abigail deserved so much better.
For me to lay it all out and then for him just to come back and say he doesn't see it, it's just kind of eating me alive right now.
This was the big swing group date. This is where everybody basically lays it on the line with Matt, and nobody more so than our girl Bree, who is awesome and who basically goes out and tells Matt, hey, I quit my job to stay here. And Matt's response was lacking, to say the least.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I had no idea.
The fact that she laid on the line that she gave up a dream job to be there and pursue this with him, and he didn't immediately turn around and give her that group date rose, that was when I walked away.
But I feel like there was a little hint of fear in his eyes because he's probably like, girl, he might have stronger feelings for other people.
He made a harder sell for Kit after Kit laid out 20 reasons why she should go home.
Look, I came around on Kit by the end. All of the things that I was thinking, she's too young, she's not ready, she's this and this and that, she knew too. She told Matt.
Hometowns isn't a figure it out sort of situation. It's a rest of your life sort of situation. And you deserve someone who is 100% sure of you getting down on one knee tomorrow. That's not me.
I was just, you know what? Slow clap. As much as I wanted to do a hometown at Kit's, I was also really impressed that she stood up for herself.
The last one-on-one date is Jasenia. We can breeze through this one because I think we all knew how it was going to end. He was going to send her home. It was just kind of more of he was just wanted to be sure. The only awkward moment was when she forces him to put her on the car so they can have a weird movie-like makeout session, and that was real awkward for me.
All I'm going to say about this date is that I'm pissed that he gave Jasenia one-on-one and not Abigail.
So now we're back to the final rose ceremony, and one woman is going to get sent home.
Piper, I'm sorry. Take a moment, say goodbyes.
I was disappointed on this one. I really liked Piper. I really liked her vibe. I was bummed to see her go, and not just because she's from the Pacific Northwest.
So we are down to the final four. It's Serena P, Bree, Rachel, and Michelle, who is awesome. Who will Matt choose for Fantasy Suites? We will find out tonight.